All right, so another trading day in the books, another day to get better at trading, and happy to do this trade recap because I'm back with an account, not on a practice account, and this time I felt more back in my routine. Actually, not really, because I stayed up for the market. I couldn't go to sleep, and the more I thought about going to sleep, the more I thought about having to just wake up for the market. So I just ended up staying up, went back in to mark up some charts, and then didn't want to overanalyze. So I ended up staying away from the charts, just kept myself busy, meditated on how I would like to execute and how I would like to um, really just position myself in the market. Emotionally, I felt very neutral. I wasn't overly confident. I wasn't too negative about the past day, no, 2 days ago when I lost the account. But this time I really had my mindset in place and I was looking for a sell position here. Um, Very similar play from what happened the past 2 days, where Nas was at an all-time high, and at that session I was looking for it to make new all-time highs. But this time I learned, and I went with the market, and I just had this good feeling that it was gonna at least get down to 25 272. So I was waiting for some confirmations for it to at least reach this yellow trend line that I drew that's below, let's see, 25 306. So I waited for the first 5 minute candle to see what kind of manipulation it was going to do, see if it was going to try to fake towards the upside and then possibly drop below 25 306. But it fluctuated around this range. And let me fast forward because this was a pretty lengthy video. So you can see it already dropped, which this is the setup that I like. It's just watching one pair. On the left side, I have my 4 hour, which is a higher time frame, which I'm starting to always stare at because the smaller time frame, you could always overanalyze, and all these candles are, playing with your emotions. So I continue to stare at the 4 hour, knowing that okay, my bias is my bias is playing out. And after it formed that wick, I didn't get in right away because of retracement. Is you can see it kind of retraced a little bit. And honestly, if I did get in, I probably would have got a little nervous, especially if I stared at the 5 minute time frame. But now you're going to see a new candle open. And what I wanted to see is if it continues to go down, it'll break that wick. And you'll see that I wait for it right here. So I'm marking it out. So that's what I'm looking for. It's for it to just break that 25.296. And as soon as it broke, I went for a sell. It didn't drop right away. Dragged it down where I originally was saying that I think price is going to go. I ended up just, I think, dragging my TP a little lower. Yep. I wanted to hit at least 1,000 for the day. Let's see. So price Did some retracement. I think I was in drawdown close to 350 maybe, but 360 was the biggest I saw. Okay, so now let me fast forward a little bit. There we go. This is a thing that really helped me too, is putting my buy and sell tool. You can see my stop loss would be, I didn't put a stop loss on here. I'm doing more of a mental stop loss and really working on myself to say, okay, if it reaches, close to my stop loss area there and it blew past it, then I'm out for the trade because I'm obviously not confident anymore. It might just continue to range and I'll just get chopped around because this is some big range right here. And I think it'll start to drop soon right here. So the one thing I started doing was looking away from the chart, or at least just staring at the 4 hour. What I might start doing is making it maybe equal, but it's all good. I ended up just stepping away and letting the trade play out. Yeah. That's a skill set that I'm definitely going to continue to adapt to. And let's see. So it's going down. I think as soon as it passed that level, that's when I started to secure some profit. And I just thought that at least if I hit a 1-to-1 today, that would be great. So I'm close to a 1-to-1 right here at 350. Profit is already past 5. I was looking to close my position because of this zone that I drew out. Could just react from it and then play around and create a range. Let me just reverse that a little bit. So right here, I think the most it went down was like 700. Yeah, I see 695. I exit out at 580. I was pretty happy with this trade. Could have let it play out more, but the name of the game is to just get in and out. I'm realizing that the more I stay in the market, the more I'm exposed to losing my account, losing my bias, losing my train of thought, and I'll just continue to do this and continue to make progress. Very happy with this trade. I will continue to just keep trading. Hope you learned something from this. Hope you have a good day and keep trading.